Hello everybody, welcome back to Hi-Fi Resale Shop. My name is Derek, and we are a channel that is devoted to eBay. I'm a clothing seller and kind of an all-around seller, but mostly clothing is my forte. I've been selling on eBay for about 17 years now, and we do videos to let you know what you could sell on eBay as well. And today I want to talk a little bit about what I've been doing the last couple of weeks, which is actually not much. And you can see from the sales that I've had that when you don't list, you don't sell stuff. eBay is going to send people to your listings when they see that you're active on eBay. And when you're not active on eBay, they're not going to send people or eyeballs to view your listings. So you got to keep that in mind, and you got to try and list every day. There's been some various small things that have happened at home here, and it's kept me from listing. Being sick a couple of days, didn't feel good enough to list. A couple of days last week, and then just various, like trying to pay more attention to the kids one day or here or there. And then when we get to the evening portion, so if I list in the morning while the kids are over in the other room playing, and then I do my shipping and stuff like that in the morning time or in the afternoon, the early afternoon. Pretty much the evening is I cook most of the meals at home, so I end up breaking away to go cook and clean a little bit, and then after we put the kids to bed, I come back in here and I try to list some more stuff. Sometimes I'm in here for a couple of hours. If I don't have to get up the next day, I might be in the office until 2 and 3 in the morning listing stuff. And like the last hour after I get done listing, which might be 2 in the morning, when I'm like, hey, I need to kind of call it quits, the next hour I kind of wind down in the office instead of trying to wind down in the bedroom. So instead of flipping and flopping for an hour, I'll watch a couple of videos that kind of center me and bring me down, so I can go to the bedroom and go straight to sleep. So I haven't listed that much. All that to say, I haven't listed that much in the last couple of weeks. I was looking back through the last week when I listed, which would have been Sunday the 4th through the 10th. I try not to list on Sundays, although I did on the 4th in the evening after everybody went to bed, and it spilled into Monday. So I was like, kind of try and keep Sunday God's day. On that day, I decided I was going to come in here because I hadn't listed in the week previously too much either. So I decided to come in here and list, and I listed about 20 CDs or whatever. Then on the 5th I listed, and I was looking at what I did, and I listed 22 items for a total of $400. Most of them were CDs, and there was some in that grouping. There was some glasses, like collector's glasses from the 70s of Warner Brothers characters, Porky Pig, and Bugs Bunny. And then there was also like Hamburglar glasses from McDonald's or something like that. And I put those up, and then I put the CDs up. Tried to get some of the stuff that was, around my desk area, cluttering it up, trying to get some of that out of here so that it's easier to work. And then, so that was on the 5th, because that was a Monday. I listed, and I didn't list again until the 8th, which was Thursday. And on Thursday, I listed 31 items for $550, pretty much mostly CDs. And August 9th, 36 items for $790. And most of those were CDs as well. I got another batch of CDs from the person who sold me the huge CD store of CDs. He found another box in his garage that he wanted to sell me. Several boxes. It was 400 CDs, and I went through those and I started listening to those. That was a couple of weeks ago that I got those, and I started to do that. And that's where we sit with that. So just all that to be, that's the long version, but all that said, you need to list every day, and I should take my own advice and list every day. One of the things I find the hardest thing to do is, instead of clicking at the bottom where it says list this item after you've done all the stuff in the listing and created it, is not to hit that button and hit the button underneath it, which is save as a draft. I find that to be one of the hardest things for me to do, because I just get in a groove, and I just get in a groove of hitting that blue button at the bottom and making my listing live, and I don't save any listings for later use. The one thing that I do have difficulty with is if you don't clear out your draft bank, like when you stop a listing and then you come back to it, like I'm gonna cook dinner, all of a sudden somebody says they're hungry, and then I realize how late it is and I gotta go cook dinner, and I stop during a listing, it'll save that one, and a lot of times that's just very confusing for me to like kick it out before I list a bunch of stuff up. So I find that kind of difficult. But anyway, we had a bunch of sales over the weekend. Let me go through them and show you what you could sell on eBay if you are interested in starting an eBay store. And let me get out of the screen. And go to the sold items, awaiting shipment. Okay, I'm going to start on the things that sold Friday and then move towards Monday. So the first thing was, this is the second time this is sold. The first time no one paid for it, so it just got relisted. Probably the same person who picked it up this time. They just figured they could get a better deal somehow. But it's a Mizzou football jersey, size large. It's vintage. It's men's with the number 16 on it. It's Nike. It sold for $25 plus shipping on top. So that was a pretty good sale. Trying to remember where I got that from. Got it from a garage sale. I probably paid $1 for it at a garage sale. I think it was the garage sale that had all the NASCAR hats in it, which I did a video on when I picked all that stuff up. And he worked for the Cummins diesel engine manufacturers, and he had a bunch of that kind of gear as well. So I've sold a bunch of hats from that already, and definitely made our money back from that garage sale. There's a lot of stuff waiting to be sold though. The next item is a really old item. It is these 2XL flannel lounge shorts with the drawstring. They have little snowflakes on them. From Old Navy. They're new with tags, new old stock, and I probably bought those years and years ago when we used to arbitrage Old Navy. I wouldn't do that anymore. I just don't think Old Navy is the name that it once was, and there are so many clothing sellers on eBay. You just have to pick better stuff. That sold for $8 plus shipping on top, but I think there's just better stuff out there to grab than Old Navy. I don't know. I might someday pick it up. The next item is also Old Navy. This one, I'm trying to think, where did I get this from? I don't know. It might have came in it might have been old stock that I had in a bin or something. But that's Old Navy, a New York Giants football retro graphic print. It's 2XL and it's $5 plus shipping on top. The next item, I'm gonna pause it here. So the next item is again an item from a long time ago. I don't know where I picked these up. I might have picked them up in a clean out or something. But these are vintage chic blue denim elastic waist pants, size 12. Size 12. They're old. I wonder if the tag says when they were made, or just bear with me here. Let me see if I can find a date. Huh, not as old as I thought they were. It says 2012, which, I mean, that is not like recent. It doesn't seem like a recent thing. Okay, so there's that. That's sold for $10.50 plus shipping on top. The next item is a pair of Talbots, black corduroy petites, size 2P. So these long pants, corduroy, sold for $9 plus shipping on top. The next item was a CD that sold. Joe Pernice, It Feels So Good When I Stop. Indie rock pop, I'm not sure. Could be jazz. This sold for $8.50 plus shipping on top. One of the things I've been using recently to figure out what is on a disc, because something like this, I mean, tennis, I've never heard of that. To figure out what genre it is, I've been going to Discogs, DISCOGS, and they have a much wider library than eBay or Amazon does. That's all they do is vinyl, CDs and cassette tapes and stuff like that. The prices on there are terrible. If you're buying CDs, go there. If you can buy them from there, I've never used it, so if you can buy them from there, the CDs there are dirt cheap. I don't know why anybody would put anything up there. The CDs aren't worth anything there, so I put them up on eBay instead. But that's kind of like audiophiles, where they go to look for music and stuff like that. So Discogs, DISC, Discogs, OGS. It's just something that somebody told me once, and then I've been using it to look up the genres and the years, so I don't have to keep scrolling up and down, or looking at the fine print on the CDs, trying to figure out when it was printed. So that's a little helpful hint for you. This one, tennis. This one is indie rock. Sold for $4 plus shipping on top. The next is another CD. It's Leon Russell, Will-O-the-Wisp, funk, rock, soul, it says. And I don't know if I've heard of anything on here. That's sold for $7 plus shipping on top. The next item is an older shirt that I've had, a blouse, women's blouse from Hazel. It says it's a medium. black and red with all these sparkles on it. This sold for $9 plus shipping on top. And then the coup de grace, the big one, the one we've all were waiting for all weekend long, and it finally sold this morning. So this Notre Dame picture book. It's got a sleeve, and then the book comes out. It's in perfect condition. Nobody really ever looked at it. I got it at an estate sale, and it's in great condition. The story behind this was I bring it up to the guy. I think it said hardcovers were $3. I brought it up to the guy, and the guy goes, "That didn't get stickered?" And I was like, "No, it's $3, right?" And he's like, it was kind of the end of the sale, so I think he was ready to get rid of it anyway. But he said, "Yeah, I'll give it to you for $3 if it doesn't have a sticker on it." And so maybe another estate sale customer took the sticker off it. I don't know, but it definitely didn't have a sticker on it. I wouldn't do that. But Notre Dame Official Illustrated History of Fighting Irish Football from 2013 sold for $80 plus shipping on top. Had it up for $140. So I took an offer for $80. I've had that for a year, I think. It was an estate sale I went to last year when I was just getting back into the eBay thing. So really good sale there. Makes for a good day when the first thing you sell that day is $80. It doesn't happen for me very often. I don't have, except for CDs. I got a lot of CDs that are around $100. Just rare out of print stuff. But don't have too much that's that priced. I think like a couple of weeks ago, I had that Harley Davidson jacket I was selling for somebody else. That sold, so that was really good. And so that's about it. If you have any questions, I'd love to hear them. I don't get too many comments in the comment section, but like the video, comment, subscribe, tell your neighbors, tell your friends, let everybody know. If you like what you see here, let me know. And we'll see you next time. Peace.